Hey, YouTube. I just got back from work and had a story for you guys. This actually happened yesterday. It was an incident actually much like orientation, in that I was sort of outed in front of the whole classroom again. This way it wasn't so it wasn't so obvious, I guess. The trainer had a list of names, all of our information to log into certain systems, and she put it on a list, and she put it on an overhead and projected it on one of the walls. Well, my name, my birth name, which is obviously not the name that I'm using now, they told me that some things couldn't be changed in their system because they had to some legality stuff, which is cool. I don't know if I'm going to get that all figured out. But anyways, I guess she wasn't informed, and she put my name up there, and so with everyone else's, there is my name, on the wall. So I don't know. I kind of not, I didn't flip out or freak out or anything, but it was upsetting to me. And it wouldn't have been so upsetting had my name not been the only name that was highlighted. Out of a list of 20 names, my name, for some reason, was highlighted. So, I didn't know what to think. I was in shock. I was mortified again. I was thinking, what if this is gonna, how many times is this gonna happen? How many times am I gonna have to go through with this, over and over and over again? I didn't know what to do. I just wanted, so again, I went through all that feelings again that I had in orientation, and I decided to keep my composure once again, and I did. I managed to, fought back the tears of embarrassment and mortification, and took my time and decided to speak with the trainer and tell her my issue. And she was so sorry. She actually didn't, she said that she didn't know, or I think what she really meant, or she didn't want it to come out as wrong as that. I guess it really just didn't matter to her. I was just another student, and so she wasn't really taking any consideration, because it was just, I guess it was just whatever to her, which is, in a good way, that's actually good, but it allows for slips like this to happen. But it was completely not her fault. I completely understood, and so we sort of discussed my options, and so I chose to speak with the HR manager, and that's what I ended up doing, who was very graceful throughout the whole thing when I eventually talked to her. And we discussed, options if I felt comfortable continue on with the class, or actually signing up for a different class and getting rehired back once my name, with all my legalities and everything have continued. And I said, you know what, it was horrible for me, but these things, I didn't tell her these things, but in my head I'm thinking, these things are going to happen sometimes, and I'm going to have to learn to deal with them. I'm going to have to learn to accept them, because the hang-ups that I'm having with these issues are because I think other people's, because I think other people are going to be shocked. Not because necessarily I'm shocked about them, but because I care a lot about how other people feel, and rightfully so. I'm new to this transition progress, and I think transgender people starting out, at least for me, tend to be more self-conscious and self-aware of these little things. So you know, I didn't blame her. I didn't blame, you know, it was just something that happened. But I had to think, you know, well, these things are going to happen, and it's going to be no one's fault, you know, and how many more times am I going to be able to put up with this, or how many, you know, my mental health is at stake here, you know, like, and as a result, I'm not sure what I would do if something like this happened and I was put into a place where it was like totally embarrassing. You know, how long am I going to be able to keep my composure in this matter? So I was thinking, you know, well, maybe I should just wait for all the legal stuff to go through and then come back so they can have my name put on everything. And that was definitely an option for me. But I couldn't come back I would have to resign and then get rehired technically, and I can't do that. I'd have to wait 60 days, she said. I'd have to wait 60 days. So in the interim, you know, that's 60 days without income, which, you know, is not okay with me. So it was sort of my first taste of, okay, I'm more than just a transsexual person or a transgendered person. I am an adult. I am a woman. There's so many things I am. And I have to take responsibility for those things too, and I have to put some things in priority over being transgendered. My mental health and everything is a concern, but, you know, being a self-sufficient adult and doing things for me that will ensure that I'm able to live, not just live, you know, like mentally healthy, but also just live, because I need food, I need a roof over my head. You know, I need to do things that, you know, I'm not going to be okay with sometimes, or I'm going to have to deal with, that are really hard for me to do, such as this. So I decided to stay on, because I need, you know, I need to work for those 2 months. I can't afford not to work. So it was a hard decision, and, you know, I was fully supported by my friends, and my boyfriend, which was awesome. But I think I learned a lot again from this. You know, I learned that I'm not just a transgendered person. I have so many other aspects, and other aspects of myself that, even though being transgendered is a big part of my life right now, because it's new to me, and I'm starting out on it, there's other things really that take priority, that take precedent, as an adult, as somebody that needs to be responsible for her actions, and as somebody that needs to be self-sufficient, self-sustaining, and constructive member of society. So it was sort of, it was a learning experience. It was very, I don't know if I would say humbling, but it's not so different than someone else that's not, you know, transgendered. Many adults have to do things, or all adults maybe come to a point in their life that they have to do something that that puts them, you know, that puts them in an awkward position where they have to outweigh certain things so they can better their life, or not even theirs. They, you know, if they're a mother or a father, they would be doing it for the better of their children. And I'm not even in that, you know, in that place. So I have a new respect for people that are able to put those things forward, to put those things first, and not use other things as an excuse, or not hide behind certain things, because it would have been really easy for me to hide behind my transgenderism, and say, okay, well, I'm just going to quit, you know, and I'll find another job that accepted me. But again, I'm so glad that I didn't. I'm so glad that I stuck to it, and I feel the better for it. I feel like I learned something. So I'm going to stick it out, stick through training, and see what happens. So people in training are awesome. There's still that one girl that I explained before that knows officially meaning I told her myself. I'm not sure how many other people suspect or think that I am, but you know, no one's obviously come talk to me about it. And the men in the class interact with me as if I were a woman. And I think typically if a guy suspects that you are or knows that you are, that their interactions wouldn't be like that. They would tend to shy away, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But that's just sort of, you know, what I've witnessed in the past. And anyways, so it's good. It's good. I've had an awesome experience so far. All of my coworkers have been very nice, inadvertently so, I guess. And my trainer has been very supportive. She's awesome. She really is. She's coming from a really good place. She has a good heart, and she's a good person. And she felt horrible, but I assured her that it wasn't her fault. She's definitely going to learn from it. I'm sure. But you know, that's all you can ask. That's really all you can ask. And I'm glad that I'm the one trailblazing and pioneering. You know, so maybe another trans woman or a trans man can come in here and not have to deal with the same thing. You know, as long as only one person has to hurt, I'm more than happy to be that one person for someone else. So, you know, that's good. I'm gonna have to make another video in 2 days because of the weight loss. I don't weigh in until on Sundays, so I'll let you guys know how much I lose. But I just wanted to give you guys that quick update because it's another sort of bizarre thing that happened to me. So that's all I have to say, and I will talk to you guys when I upload another video. Bye.